Hi, everybody, and Happy New Year. And I hope everybody's New Year is kicking off to a great start and that everybody is keeping well and keeping safe at this time. And I think somebody that we may know isn't having such a good start to the new year and has potentially decided once again to take some of their unhappiness and dissatisfaction with some of the commentary I make around their content and have decided to strike my channel again. And it's interesting because obviously, what I've had to do in response to this, because I am a small channel and I am unable to get the response from YouTube because it's a huge corporation that somebody like Zach Michael would be able to get. And so I think this person is really thinking that they are going to just systematically keep doing this, keeping me having these against my channel, even though I am always putting in for counter notifications. And I just at some point hope that YouTube will see this person as being problematic within their platform. Now, let me go back. I'm going to bring up bigger on the screen and kind of just for any of you who are not aware as to why this person is trying to silence me. I have been making commentary around this individual and I refuse to say their name. And you'll see their name shortly when I kind of show up, and you might even see it because of what I have on the screen at the moment. And I have been calling out this individual, this content creator, because I do believe that a lot of their advice and behaviors within the YouTube platform are problematic. And I am not the only person that believes especially the sort of information that they try to give around retirement and social security and this type of information is very bad advice. And in my opinion, and also in their opinions, they really should be putting disclaimers that they have no financial experience and should not be giving this information out to anybody. So I have mentioned that is one of their problematic behaviors. I've also mentioned alleged fraud potentially around PPP loans and EIDL. I have also spoken about their potential, in my opinion, preying on elderly and vulnerable individuals and potentially even using the platform to befriend people who are potentially vulnerable at this age group and ingratiating themselves with this population. And this can be significantly concerning when you're dealing with a population that, even though, yes, they are adults, often we have to understand that there are changes that happen cognitively with our elders that we should be protecting them. And Tim, at 66 years old, is not really the type of elder. And yet he's befriending people, it seems, who are 84. And I don't know if he's befriending them only through, you know, how he meets them in person or how they are potentially meeting people through this platform. So I have that as a concern. This is one of many multiple concerns that I have about this individual. And this individual knows that. And this individual is not somebody who is able to handle critique and criticism, especially with somebody like myself, who is a female. I'm just going to be blunt and honest about it. And they are continuing to strike at my channel because they obviously want to silence my voice more than anybody. And they are very upset with me. I did not stop making my videos when they struck me the first time. And they struck 3 videos the first time. And a lot of times, by the time these videos are struck, they're not really making the money they had when they get initially released. So at the moment, I have had to privatize all of the content regarding this individual until I get this matter settled, which I will get this matter settled in ways potentially I am looking at, and I'm just going to leave it there. So, YouTube obviously knows, as I said, I'm a small creator. I'm not able to speak for myself other than to create these videos and to share my voice out this way. This is the only way I can kind of put my voice out here, because YouTube is a huge machine. And for little creators like me, they don't listen, they don't care. But I do understand that if this potentially this creator continues to have this type of action, and I'm not the only one that this person has gone after, whose channels they have closed down. And I have been obviously working through the process. Anyway, I'll catch up everybody on it, because I know a lot of people have been asking me, and I have been, persuaded not to say certain things and given advice. And yet this time I'm just, I think a lot of people do understand it. So I'm just kind of free flowing at the moment. So I apologize. So, as I said, I'm a small channel. YouTube is not really going to pay a lot of attention to things, and I have to work through a process being that I have to privatize their content that has it in it, even though I've not violated anything that's a copyright issue. Zachary, Michael used their content the exact same way. YouTube found no issue with it. And that person, from what I can understand, has not taken any subsequent actions about copyright in a legal sense outside of the YouTube platform, which is where it needs to happen. Now, this person has levied enough strikes against enough creators and have received the responses for that, that they probably have now an understanding what their responsibility is on their end going forward on this. And so, like I said, I had to take my content down, which is what they want. So I also said for this month, I wasn't going to be speaking about them. I wasn't going to be watching them. And I can only urge that if you really want to use your AdSense well, or your YouTube premium well, then maybe you make different choices about how you want to watch your content in January, or even take a little, YouTube platform break. I'm sure YouTube would love me saying that. So I even said that this month I wasn't even going to go anywhere near this person. But, this person is probably pretty, angered by the fact that I do highlight so much and have recently highlighted so much around their social security and other things, maybe potentially their friends being mentioned in videos. It often seems the ones that this person strikes potentially has people in it that are their friends. And so that's kind of what's going on. Anyway, let me make me small and we'll kind of go through the history here. So yeah, I'm at 2 copyright strikes, and I don't mind showing this. I'm a creator. It's content. So obviously, if I get 3, I lose my channel. And I had to do this copyright school, which I did, which is, I really not concerned about. So this is what this person woke up and decided to do today. So they woke up very happy on January the 1st and decided that they wanted to strike at my channel again. And it was this particular video that was this person sick of the holidays. He called it from JJ and Bev. And that's why I said, I wonder if it's about the friends. And then they probably arbitrarily picked this time in the video because there's multiple things. And then now I obviously sent a counter notification, which is something that Tim is going to have to respond to. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to say their name. I'm so used to saying it. Hey, I break my own rules sometimes. Anyway, the following is the original ones. And this took place like 13 days ago. And obviously, people are like, what's going on? What's happening? Obviously, there's been a holiday, 2 holidays, actually, 2 federal holidays. So the process is going to be even slower at this time and take more time. And obviously, the person's trying to be a little bit judicious, like not trying to do it too close to each of them, but probably do it in enough time that it would lose my channel you know? So I would suspect that in the next few days, this individual will have wanted to strike at my channel again. That's why I had to privatize things, because I worked hard to build this channel. I have other things that I do on this channel, and therefore I'm not going to lose it. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to highlight how problematic the individual can be without actually having to watch their content, or even because I know who they are. The substance of who this individual is, I see everything about it. And if they weren't a problematic individual, I don't think anybody would have noticed their channel, because there's millions of channels on YouTube, or thousands at least, maybe millions was an exaggeration. And I don't think that, because there's lots of people that don't get this type of interest as far as where they are problematic. There's nothing that I would do about, Alabama Tom or anything. I've seen him out there with his little cats. He has no, just, chill as could be. It's not the same with this particular character. And I can tell you, the person that we see being in Florida, that's a character. It's one of many characters. Anyway, so I obviously did a counter notification, which means I have to give all of my personal details to this person. That's fine. I would suggest that they come to Virginia. I have no issue, because all of that information, to be perfectly honest, are things that used to be put into a phone book when my grandmother was growing up. So everybody used to have it all listed in a phone book. The information that I gave is exactly what used to be in the white pages. So it really doesn't feel as if I have given a lot of information. I think a lot of people, get very concerned about it, but I think it's information that anybody could have found anyway. So I'm not very concerned. If what people do with that information, I mean, again, there are adults and things can be handled in an adult manner. So again, we're waiting. They got to forward it. Now, they have 10 business days to do this review. Now, at the moment, it's been, as I said, 13 days. You have to discard weekends, you have to discard all the federal holidays, all of that out to actually get 10 business days. And what has needed to happen is that they have to provide proof of having had court action against me. And if not at this time, then my videos are reinstated by YouTube, and my strike, I understand, is then removed. And so they obviously have not levied any court action against me. And there is nothing that is happening at this time as far as legal action for copyright. So I obviously have to take this situation seriously with this person. And so, as I said, I did put my content to private, and I did another counter. And the reason why I had to do that was obviously because I know this individual is going to try to do that third strike and take my channel away before I can even get this resolved with YouTube. But they're getting closer and closer to the time where this does need to have some type of decision shown to YouTube. Otherwise, it goes back, and then, they're kind of at a loose end. So that's where we're at. I know everybody wants to know. That's where we're at this time. So I'm going to keep this video short, because I know it's something that people, let me get there's my main dashboard there, and I don't mind sharing some of my figures there. That's fine. That didn't bother me. Let me see. I was trying to make that small. Ray, what's going on? You can tell I'm tired. There we go. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to flick and flag. I'm just going to stop showing that tab. There we go. I was getting tired. You could tell it's late. I'm getting tired, but I didn't want to explain this. I wanted to make this ahead of time so I can get it ready and scheduled to go out tomorrow morning, because I don't think anybody's going to watch it necessarily in the midst of the night, but you never know. So maybe I just pop it out there anyway. So yeah, that's kind of what's happening. So what I do, you know am doing on my end at least. Sorry, as I said, it's getting late, and I get up early in the morning. Is that I said I wasn't going to even do any reactions around this person, and I think there were other creators who were doing it also. Blind views, I believe, exposure. Now others, it's everybody's. It's a free country. It's a free choice. And so if you wanted to follow that person and you want to keep seeing what they're up to, I understand. You're following the drama and what's going on. I think at this time, like I said, my eye is always watching. And I've not finished this nor finished obviously letting everybody know where we're at. And so yeah, I ask this time, and I don't usually ask, but if you would like to show support to my channel, hit the like, subscribe me, leave me a comment. It's the best thing that can help me out. And once we get this all resolved, then we will actually return all the material back up. And so, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. All right, guys. Happy New Year 2025. And like I said, just we'll wait to see what happens with this saga. Hey. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.